Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Inyolu Ajayi, and if this is your first time seeing this face, I'm happy that you are here. My name is Inyolu Ajayi and I film about faith, lifestyle, career, relationships, and a lot of other good stuff. And I film from Lagos, Nigeria. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. You already know how we do it. So today I'm going to be speaking specifically to law students. So there's been a lot of rave, like, is rave the word? I think there's been a lot of like rave about, oh, getting into tech, how do you get into tech? Tech is the new oil and all of that stuff. So a lot of law students have been thinking, is this law really for me? I don't want to do court. I don't even want to work at a law firm. So what can I do to get myself into tech? And I think is a beautiful way to think, because some of us that are doing a little bit of tech now actually like started thinking about it after school. This is not to say that there are some people doing tech now that I've not known since, but a lot of people, like, tech just became like a very big thing, like very much recently. So many law graduates, law students have just recently started getting into tech and all of that. So I think that it's very beautiful that you're thinking about it while you're still in school, and that's why I'm making this video, to like give you some perspective about some things that you should be looking out for. Do you get? So I keep saying do you get in many videos, but yes, do you get? So yeah, and that's what this video is majorly going to be about. So just going to be sharing, it's nothing in depth, it's just like a chit chat. I'm just going to be sharing like 5 things. When I say share 5 things, share 7 things, I feel like I'm doing aspire to perspire, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to be sharing 5 things that I think will be very useful for you, especially if you're still an undergraduate, as to getting into tech. And then the first thing that I will be sharing is research. Research is like a family word for those of us in law, because our work is majorly based on research, writing, and all of that. So if you want to get into tech, you're going to need that aspect of your law brain basically, if I can say that, because one thing that why many people find it difficult to find their foot in tech is because they are following the crowd. They know that they want to get into tech, but they are not sure what exactly they want to do in tech. And sometimes you may not actually be sure of these things until you start, but the truth is that research is going to, like, it's going to save you from a lot of trial and error. So rather than you trying coding, deciding that you don't like coding, getting into marketing, getting into product design, research would help you. You can write down a list of things that people currently do in tech, and then do some research about them. Google them. There's a lot of info. I know that this is like stating the obvious, but there's a lot of information on Google. So like Google these things, find out what's product design, what's coding, what does it entail, what do I need to know, because I feel like getting this knowledge is very central to you deciding if you want to get into tech, and second, what type of tech do you want to get into. So don't just rush into, everybody's doing a Google marketing course, you go into it. Tomorrow they are doing a design course, you go in. You are going to get yourself a lot confused, and the tech ecosystem is very beautiful. So you want to be sure that you are actually getting it right from the get-go. So research is very, very important, and this one, you don't need anybody to help you. Of course, after you've gotten some of the things that you need, you can start speaking to people that are in these areas. But the truth is that that first step is something you can do by yourself with your mobile phone. So that's the first thing I'm going to be talking about. The second thing is relationships. People always say that law students are proud, and this is because we hardly have friends outside our faculty, and I think is the bane of our existence, if I can say that. If as a law student, as a law undergraduate, you are too proud to have other people like be your friends, like you're too proud to have other people from other faculties, you're like, people in social sciences, is because they did not give them law, that's why you're doing yourself, if I can say that, because many of these people will also not do stuff related to their degree. They will also want to get into tech. Some of them even they will get into tech more deeply than you would ever think of, and these are people that will become your customers. For instance, if you want to work maybe in advisory, you want to advise startups, these people are people that are going to be starting stuff. They'll be moving stuff when you guys leave school. The law students that you are always moving with, they are your competitors. I'm not saying that you should discard all your law friends, But I'm saying you people are like lions moving together, looking for the same prey. You are looking for antelopes. Your lion friend is also looking for antelopes. So it won't do you a world of good to only focus on your law friends, because like I said, your competitors looking for the same kind of market. So if you are wise, you should be getting into anime. It doesn't even necessarily have to be too close friendships, but for instance, when you go for courses that combine you and maybe the social sciences or the arts, get to know people. Don't sit down with law students. Sit amidst other people, speak to them, ask them, oh, do you have interest in tech? What are you doing? You know, things like that. Because like I said, these people are those that will be your clients, and the more of them that you know now, the better for you. When people want to call people, yes, when people want to call people to like help them do something, advise them on maybe their startup, they'll call lawyers that they already know. They won't go on Google and start looking for the person that has the most beautiful wig and gown. They are going to speak to lawyers that are their friends. So you really want to get in the good books of people that are not law students, if that makes any sense. Good. The third thing that I want to mention is internships and mentorships. So currently on LinkedIn, goodness, everybody is going to a law firm for internship. And I'm like, why are you guys doing this in the 21st century? It's fine if you want to do law full time, but if you want to get into tech, you need to stop. You don't spend all your holidays, don't spend all your holidays going to the top tier law firms or going to any law firm for internship. I'm not saying don't do law firm internships at all. That's bad advice. I'm saying split it. For instance, at the end of 200 level, if you are doing law firm, maybe do 1 month. Look for other agencies. Apply to CarryWise, apply to PiggyVest, apply to Google tech companies and put in internships. Tell them you want to understudy maybe in their legal department, or you have interest in product design, you want to understudy in the product design department. Like once you have done, you know, that's why I started with research. Once you have done your research and you have identified what you want, look for companies that are doing well in that area and apply. Shoot them a cold email. They don't have to be calling for internships. Send cold email and say you have a 1 month break in school, even if it is unpaid. Yes, and I'm saying that with no apologies. There are internships that you will have to do that they will not pay you. But things like this, I don't advise that you do them more than a month or even 6 weeks, because you also be spending money, you know, eating and going to work and all of that. So put yourself in positions where you will learn these things that you have researched as your area. Do you get? So apply to these places. Don't just keep doing law firms. Don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe some of you are doing it for the beauty of putting it on your LinkedIn profile. I don't know. I'm not sure it's going to help you. I'm trying to whisper so that I don't shout. I'm not sure it's going to help you. And why I'm also talking mentorship is that you need to also identify people, especially lawyers in these fields, that can, how do I put it, that can mentor you. I'm not saying the regular mentorship of what have you done today, what have you read today. I'm saying people that, for instance, if you identify a lawyer that currently advises a startup, you can shoot them a cold email, send them a message on LinkedIn and say, can I work with you, even if is as a research assistant, you know. And like I said, it might be unpaid, and is many times these people can agree, bring you on board. Of course, you sign maybe a non-disclosure, you would, you know, do stuff like that. But identify people that can mentor you in the field and also work with them. Research, be a research assistant, you know, do whatever it is that you can do for these people. That is how you will learn. That is how you will learn. The next thing that I want to mention is taking courses. See guys, people have bashed online courses a lot. They will tell you it's not about online courses. Some of you start and you don't finish. Yes, I'm also guilty of that. But the truth is that you need some form of learning, and this learning you will not only get them during internships, the theoretical parts. That's why we go to both university and law school. Of course, they tell us that it's practical, they teach us in law school, but the truth is that you need both theoretical and practical knowledge. So please feel free, once you have identified, again going back to research, once you have identified what you have interest in, look for online courses on them. And I'll encourage that don't rush to do a 1 month course, a 2 months course. When, like, a lot of studies have shown that when an online course is spread thinly over like a period of time, you're more likely to complete it. When it's like maybe once a week or twice a week and then it's over like 4 months, you are more likely to get more in-depth knowledge in that area, and you are more likely to complete the course. Last thing that I want to mention is personal branding and positioning. So yes, on branding and positioning, I think that we do a little bit of, not even a little bit of, we actually do a lot. We do a lot of it as law students and as young lawyers. You know, they usually make this joke of you will not do too much on an agreement. Maybe all you did was to correct typographical error, and then you go and write it on LinkedIn that you were part of the team that advised on the transaction. So yes, we do quite a lot of branding, and I think that if you're getting into tech, this is something that you should even do on a much bigger scale. So for instance, if you have decided, you know, one of the first point I mentioned was research. If you have decided on the area that you want to focus in tech, it's very important for you to position yourself in that field. So for instance, if you're deciding that you want to do brand product design, you may want to start writing stuff about product design. If you're taking your courses, if you're doing your mentorships, be writing your experiences, be writing like the things that you're learning on the go. Write it on your LinkedIn, write it on Facebook, write it on Twitter, so that every time people think product design, they think you. If you're looking at something maybe in coding, or you're looking at UI UX, write about these things. And I'm not just saying doing go and copy and paste something on Google. No, write personal stuff. For instance, if you use an app and then you discover that the user interface was very bad and user experience is like on a 0, you may want to write about it. Maybe not mention the name of the app, just say, oh, you used an app, these were the errors that you could point out as a budding UI UX designer, that kind of thing, such that when people think UI UX, they think you. And the truth is that when people have stuff to do, they actually contact, they don't just go and Google search a random lawyer. They contact people that they have seen, or people that they know, whether what's this word, whether on a personal level, or people that they have seen maybe their post or whatever. I've had people contact me and say, oh, you did a video about this, oh, I saw you speak here, oh, I read this that you have written, what's your opinion on this, and all that stuff. So people contact others based on what they have seen or heard or know about you, basically. So it's very important that you position yourself, because there are lots of opportunities, and people would only reach out to you if they think you are an authority or somebody that is very interested in that field. So that is very, very important as a law student that is seeking to get into tech. So I think that these are the 5 things I'll be sharing with you today. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer. If you're in tech and you have other useful tips, also leave them in the comment section. I'm sure that people will be there to read. And if you're coming to this channel for the first time, or if you're not yet subscribed, please watch other videos. I'm sure that you like me. I'm sure that you will like me. Please watch other videos, both law related, tech related, and you know, I also do a lot of fun videos as well, get to know me and all that stuff. So please watch my other videos, and don't forget to like, to share with your colleagues that are interested in tech, and also subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for coming to watch my video today. I'll see you guys on the next one.